So Jesse and Lynn were very close.
Stephanie Rodriguez covered the trial for the CBS affiliate in Milwaukee.
The medical examiner found tetrahydrozoline in Lynn Hernan's system. It's the active ingredient in eye drops that, when ingested, can be fatal.
You can see behind me, they've just started to tow the school bus away after hours. She often does park her car here, so total shock, as you can imagine, to see all of this without really any understanding or really knowing what's going on. Like I said, she was the person that I spoke to earlier who asked me if she could get in, and I actually informed her that it collapsed. We're drenched here because it's so wet and heavy. I want you to see what it looks like here. I'm going to take a step in some of this snow so you could just see how deep it is here in Waukesha County. President Joe Biden touted the thousands of jobs he says this Microsoft data center will bring to Wisconsin. Buenos días, Alejandra. Así es, el presidente Joe Biden va a hablar aquí in Gateway Technical College. Students and community members flooded the streets here at UW Milwaukee, and now they're camped outside of Mitchell Hall, demanding attention from administrators. Students are going to walk out of class any minute now and make their way toward the UW Milwaukee encampment. It was here along this remote beach along Lake Michigan that a person came across Sade Robinson's torso and arm, leaving residents uneasy. If you live in this area, if you live in this neighborhood, this is definitely going to be in your way. It doesn't seem to be on any cars. Que no le importaba si estaba lloviendo, nevando, nada. Que iban a estar aquí porque son fanáticos full de los cerveceros. I've never done this before.
Keep rolling.
Oh my God! The search for Elijah Vu hasn't wavered, and as people continue looking for him, his mother, who was hoping to have her $15,000 bond reduced, is instead facing new charges of child neglect. Monse, aquí en Wisconsin veremos el 90% del sol cubierto y recuerde que el eclipse comenzará a las 2:25. So if you're interested, apply. And of course, one of the first things you're going to do is see if you're afraid of heights. If you're swimming here, remember, there aren't any lifeguards on duty. Don't I look like I fit perfectly inside of this box? It's beautiful, and it's here for you to come take a photo. So they're having that early access. That one's already a little bit weird. I'm gonna feed her another apple. This is so awesome. Whoa! That's so cool! I'm Stephanie Rodriguez, and you can see people are already on their way to the park that we're at here in Waukesha to find these mini helmets. I wish you guys were here so you could smell how amazing these meatballs smell, and Sister Jennifer said they taste even better, and I 100% believe her. As you said, it wasn't until 4 days after that car came barreling down this road and crashed into the tree behind me that Stokes' body was found in that car in a Milwaukee tow lot. His family says police weren't helpful in the search for the teen and that there's more to the story.
He was my #1 protector. He did not.
The family of 17-year-old James Stokes is dealing with the death of someone they say always had their back.
James, he protected me. He was my protector. You know, when my house was getting shot up, he put his body over me so I wouldn't get hurt.
Stokes' body was found in the back of a stolen vehicle in a tow lot 4 days after a car crash.
My instant thing is to go look for him, see where they at. What's going on?
His family posted missing person flyers and contacted the police for help.
The message that I have for the police, do your job.
But they feel betrayed, saying multiple people told investigators Stokes was in the car when it rammed into this tree on 91st and Fond du Lac last Thursday.
I let them know that it wasn't just 2 of us, it was 3 of us.
They say even the family of the boy police allege was driving the stolen car shared the information.
His mom called the police department and told them that she said that James was her nephew, was stuck in the car. They didn't believe her. They told her, they ignored her.
Police report that 2 people were in the vehicle, but the 16-year-old, who has a bruised face and 3 broken ribs, says someone else was behind the wheel.
I was not the driver. I'm gonna keep saying I was not the driver.
Surveillance video we obtained shows the car speeding down the road and crashing into the tree that day. Police tell CBS 58 an internal investigation is ongoing, and the Department of Public Works is also reviewing it.
Y'all say they stole the car, so why y'all didn't look for weapons? Why y'all didn't look for drugs? Why y'all didn't look for stuff like that?
Meanwhile, the family is seeking justice, saying the death of their protector was avoidable.
He would have lived if they would have just searched and looked back there. He probably was moaning.
The cause of death for James Stokes is still being investigated. His family says they're planning a rally tomorrow demanding justice for him, and they tell me that they're supportive of Hudson's claims that he was not behind the wheel of that stolen Kia that Stokes spent his 4 days in at a Milwaukee tow lot. Reporting live in Milwaukee, Stephanie Rodriguez, CBS 58 News. For a few weeks every summer, strawberries glisten in the sun.
We've been here in Colgate, Wisconsin since 2000.
At Bossy's Taste of Country, they're in the business of growing memories.
They can come out and pick strawberries, pick apples, pick pumpkins in different times of the seasons.
But this time around, it's been a struggle to keep their berries hydrated.
We haven't had a good rain all spring, to be honest with you. We've been relying for our strawberry crop on irrigation, but it's just not the same. It's not the same as Mother Nature's rain and all that stuff.
The minimal precipitation affecting their anticipated sales.
Pre-picked, we had them for 3 days, and then we had to stop because we just didn't have the volume to keep everybody going and everything.
But you can still pick them.
I'm not a strawberry plant expert, just a strawberry eater expert.
Jim Smith has been collecting the fresh fruit himself for over 60 years.
God could have made a better berry, but he didn't.
And he doesn't see much of a difference.
When it is sweet, it just makes me happy inside.
But there is a distinction.
There's a silver lining. They taste wonderful this year. They might be a little smaller. We don't have as amount of them this year, but they're very good.
The drought isn't just impacting this year's yield of strawberries. New fields like this one have already been planted for next season, and these berries are in need of some H2O.
We're praying for rain, yes. The more rain, natural rain we have, the better for them and a better crop next year, too.
Despite the issues and their now limited hours due to the lower volume, there's still time to pluck strawberries off the ground. Plus,
you know what farmers say? It says it's always next year, you know?